So this morning, I'm starting off my day by unloading a Amazon delivery we got from Amazon Fresh, and we're just going to be restocking our entire pantry, our fridge with all of these awesome groceries. I spent about $200 on all of the stuff from Amazon. I got 4 packs of ground turkey so I can make my own homemade meatballs, and also using it for just like marinara sauce meat to go ahead with our pasta night. So it's going to be really, really delicious. And sometimes I even use it to make our own homemade hamburgers. But to be honest, I'm really not a huge fan of ground chicken as I am for ground turkey or ground beef. But ground chicken is just a cheaper option. So I went ahead with that one. I got some of the Romano, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, Romano organic pasture raised cheese. And I believe I got the flavor pepper jack, and that cheese is just so amazing. It tastes great on any sandwich. And we stocked up on a lot of these Organic Valley milks. This is the lactose free Organic Valley milk in the whole milk. And I went ahead and bought 10 of them because my son does have, like, I would call it seasonal eczema. And it's really a situation where I have to make sure that his gut health is being balanced properly. When it's out of balance, he will get eczema. And because we are a family who does eat dairy in this house, I won't take dairy completely out of his diet, but I will replace it with some lactose free milk to help quell the inflammation going on his leg. And it really has helped a lot, replacing regular A2 milk with the lactose free milk for my son. So this here is some lasagna, some organic lasagna noodles that I got from the same Amazon Prime order, but it is from the Whole Foods brand 365. And I love having lasagna noodles on hand. It just makes making a quick dinner super easy with some tomato sauce and some meat and spinach and ricotta cheese. It was my husband's nativity day, also known as birthday. So I went ahead and bought some powdered sugar so I could make him a semi-naked birthday cake. And also I picked up some of these green split peas, and I absolutely love these. I'm like the only person in my house who adores green split pea soup with some potato and bacon. It is just so good. Everyone else absolutely hates it and says it just tastes like adult baby food, but I wish they all love to eat it because it is such a quick, inexpensive meal, especially with some homemade sourdough bread on the side. It is absolutely delicious. So I went ahead and got even more chicken. I like to stock up on a lot of meats whenever I go shopping or get food delivered. So I went ahead and bought some bear chicken thighs for curry chicken, and this is the one that's deboned. It just makes it easier when making curry chicken if the bone is already gone. But if you know anything about cooking stews, you know the bone is giving a lot of the flavor. So I went ahead and bought some of the I believe this is bear meat as well, some stew meat cuts to replace oxtail. I wanted to make some oxtail stew, but it's so expensive for oxtail. I just decided to get the stew meat cuts. Also, in general, it is probably better if I just go ahead and pick up the actual oxtail because of all the rich collagen that is found in the fat and on the bones. So it would probably just be better if I went ahead and did that. Bite the bullet with the cost, right? So I got some more of these ground chicken packs. I got so much of these ground chicken packs. I feel like I got like 8 of them just to make sure that my freezer was completely stocked full of it. Also, I got some unsalted butter for making icing as well. And this is a sharp cheddar organic pasture raised Romano cheese along with the pepper jack that I got. And I made sure to buy enough of these milks because it's so much easier if the whole family is just drinking the lactose free milk versus having one half lactose free and the other half lactose. So I bought some Classico red sauce to go along with our pasta. Now, at this point, when I got this haul, I was still buying pasta sauce for convenience. But at this point now, I have decided to just make my own pasta sauce from scratch by just buying the tomato sauce in the can from Sam's Club. But whenever I need to for convenience, I will go ahead and buy a Classico pasta sauce. I got some cilantro for making some Caribbean green seasoning. That is a staple in my house, cilantro. And right here, you guys just gonna see me putting away my groceries, and I'm trying to rock the baby to rest because it's so hard to put away groceries if my baby is up. So I just baby wrapped him, and after a while, he did just kind of take a nap. So I'm just putting away the rest of my Amazon groceries, and I'm waiting on my Costco order to come through. And that one is like a really big haul. I think I spent like around $400, maybe like $450 on that order. So it's quite a bit of stuff. Okay, so the Costco order arrived, and we got a lot of groceries. I got like 6 of these containers. 1, 2, 3, no, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6 of those containers. So I got some organic carrots. I really need a big bag of these because we do a lot of soups when it's cold outside. So I'm definitely going to use all these up, and also we like to eat them for snacks. I give it to my daughter with some dipping sauce, and she loves it. Also, I got some of these bell peppers to go along with the Amy Lou sausages that you guys seen earlier to make sausage and peppers. And that is for the meat eaters in my house. I'm still trying to figure out what would be for dinner for the vegetarians because they don't eat sausages. So, well, those I got some navel oranges here. This is an 8-pound bag of navel oranges. Oh my God, look, they got the year of the horse on here. Well, 2026, the year of the horse. Okay, so we also got some lemons, and I use lemons for our tikka chicken masala. Also, just for medicinal use, just in case anyone gets sick during the cold season. And also, I just use lemons to clean my chicken, and sometimes to make homemade jelly. We also got a big 10-pound bag of russet potatoes. I mainly got this so my son can make French fries, and so I can have potatoes to put with soup, and for making my chana. But I'm not going to be using these potatoes to make any mashed potatoes because I did that last time and they were not the best. I bought special potatoes, the red ones, to make mashed potatoes. You trying to film it for me? Yeah. Thank you. Okay, so we also got some of this sweet corn, and it got damaged on the way here. By the way, we got Costco delivery. So the corn is non-GMO certified. I'm loving that. And I bought some corn on the cob for my Jamaican shrimp soup, but I'm probably not going to make that one because I didn't buy any shrimp. So I'm probably just going to end up making some like chicken soup. But I needed some of this corn because in every West Indian soup, at least all the ones that I grew up eating, you always put some of the cut of corn in there, and it's absolutely delicious. So that's why I bought those. Also, we got here some sweet potatoes, and I bought these to go in the soup for my West Indian soup because this is a staple ground food that goes in soup. And I also got 2 bags of these so that I can just make some and have them as like a baked potato on the side as well. So I got 4 bananas, and they're all pretty much green. So with the bananas, I buy them in bulk, I guess. I buy them in bulk. I leave 2 out for my husband to put in his smoothies because he likes his bananas fresh. I prefer mine frozen because it lasts longer and it's just more cost effective. So 2 are going to be frozen and 2 are going to be left out. We also got some organic maple syrup as well for pancakes and for making homemade granola. And I had to get some more pure vanilla extract because I'm almost out of the one that I have now. We also got some onions. We also got a bag of onions here. And this is just for everyday, just cooking in general. If you cook from scratch, you know you need onions in the house. So these are the potatoes I was talking about that I needed. These are the red potatoes. These are the ones that I'm going to use for our mashed potatoes. Yeah, this is actually me and yours, Lily. So, because my daughter hasn't started eating meat yet, my husband's not ready for her to start eating meat, I bought some tofu for me and her. I'm going to make her some barbecue tofu when everyone else is eating chicken nuggets. Me and the two boys are eating chicken nuggets. I got her some tofu. This is for my mama. And I got this for my mom. She really loves the albacore solid white tuna from Costco. This is really expensive. This was $19. Normally in the store it's way cheaper, but you know, it's for my mom, so I had to go ahead and get it. Okay, so the Costco.
You don't know. You didn't use a pot to make Louis oatmeal last night?
I put it away in the fridge though. I got some half and half.
Okay, we got
Some of these Amy Lou sausages. I got some food for myself as a little snack. Also got some of these baked sugar. This is new, so I'm excited to try this. Chicken drumsticks as well. Also got some of this organic ginger love. I'm really excited to try this. We don't drink juice often in this house, but this looked really delicious. Also got some green beans as an option for, you know, just fast meals, quick options. And also got some of these raw blueberries for shakes.
Okay, I love this barbecue sauce because of all of its barbecue flavor.
Like that.
That's why it's called barbecue sauce, because it tastes like barbecue.
Yeah, it's really good. You need an alternative from your ketchup because of your little eczema. So we chose barbecue sauce instead.
Yeah.
So we really love this Trimona Bulgarian A2A2 yogurt from Costco. Normally from Sprouts, it's like really expensive. So the fact that I got one of these for $10 is really awesome. So getting both was like $20. This lasts a really long time, and I use it for chicken tikka masala. I use it for just like breakfast for the kids, putting some fruit on top of it. Also putting some granola too. It's really, really delicious like that. And the price is like amazing. You can't beat it. And this is something new at Costco that I wanted to try. I always see this at Sprouts and I've never bought it. I've just never bought it because I thought it was really expensive. So I'm really excited to try this. Got some of this coconut liquid aminos from Bragg. I'm so psyched about this because this is very expensive. I got this for $9. This is a whole 30 full ounce container of coconut liquid aminos. So I'm gonna have a lot of fun making stir fries with this and seasoning my beef with it as well because I use it for so much stuff. I might even bust out making some ramen for the family because I used to make that all the time, but I kind of stopped buying the coconut aminos because it was so expensive. And I also got some of this organic quinoa because my husband doesn't like to eat rice. So this is his alternative, and sometimes I make him his own separate portion of quinoa, and then sometimes I might just make a big amount of quinoa for the whole family. But my son Ani, the youngest one, he's not youngest, he was my youngest son, but now he's the middleest. He doesn't like quinoa, so yeah, more than likely I'm probably just gonna make a little portion for my husband because not everyone likes quinoa. Okay, so I got some Barilla spaghetti, and this is 8 boxes for 8 boxes of one. My God, I can't say it. You get 8 boxes of 1 pound spaghetti, okay? And it's non-GMO certified. So I swapped this out for the organic one that I normally get because this one is just cheaper and it's non-GMO, so it's still a good pick. Also, we got some Kodiak power cakes. This is really kind of like a convenience purchase for sure because I am in school, so this just makes it easier. They kind of knock breakfast out the way quickly, so I can move on to different things that I have to do in my day. Plus, having a newborn, I really am not trying to be behind the stove all day long or just in the kitchen for a long time. So instead of making pancakes from scratch, I will go ahead and make these pancakes and just add some water to it, and they're just as delicious. Probably not just as delicious as my pancakes, but they are really, really good. And they're healthy too. They've got different types of flours with more protein in it. So I also got some of this Kirkland wildflower honey, and I got this for making granola, fixing tea, and also just in case anyone gets sick, I'll have some honey on hand to help them feel better. Okay, so I got some of these Quaker oats, old-fashioned oats, and it's 2 pounds, a really good deal, and it's non-GMO certified. So I use this to make oatmeal. I make granola out of it, and even sometimes I might put it in the blender and pulse it down to a flour and put it in my meatballs, and they are absolutely delicious like that. I got some of these mixed organic vegetables for the kids to put with their chicken nuggets. Just as like a really simple, quick meal. Wait a minute. Yeah, it has like a little. It's okay though, Lily. It has a little. Okay, so we also got some of this mozzarella cheese here. So we got some 24 count pasture raised eggs. I bought 3 of these. And normally at my Costco we don't have pasture raised eggs, but now we do. So it's pretty cool. It's organic and pasture raised. And I also bought some salmon for like quick meals to have with the sweet potato. No, honey, you can't pick up the eggs. It was $21. Normally you get 2 in the pack, but this time they only gave 1. I'm not sure, I guess I'm Also, I got some of these chicken nuggets for the kids to have like a really quick lunch to go with these vegetables right here. I think that would be like a nice little meal for them. It's really quick. And I got some of this mozzarella cheese for the lasagna noodles that I got from Amazon Fresh. And another breakfast item I got here was the Purely Elizabeth granola, and this is a favorite in our house. We really, really love this granola. It tastes super good. I prefer the one with the chocolate. It's like chocolate cookie, but it's a little bit more expensive, so I don't really get that one. Plus, after this is all gone, I usually just end up making our own granola. 8 months ago, I honestly didn't know when I'd be back on YouTube. A lot has changed in our family, in my heart, and the direction of our love home. Today, I thought we'd catch up while I bake some sourdough discard brown butter cookies because this is probably the most me way of doing a life update. A lot has happened within the last 8 months. We welcomed our 4th child into our family. I'm currently 10 months postpartum, and I feel so filled with joy to even be saying these words. When I was at the end of my pregnancy last year, I so wanted to be in the future holding my precious baby boy in my arms, and now I get to say it. In the last year, I started going to college online for business administration, potty training my daughter. I had a positive, all-natural home birth, all while homeschooling my big boys, who's 15 and 6 years old, all while juggling staying within our budget for cooking from scratch meals for our family of 6. And I'll tell you, that wasn't easy, especially with a newborn. Life definitely wasn't easy because I found myself super tired and felt like most moms Like, when will summer get here? Because it couldn't arrive quick enough for me. But I realized that I had the power to change my schedule, sit down when my body cries out for rest. The goal isn't to do it all as a mother, nor as a homemaker, but you plan and do what you can do and leave the rest to the Most High. When life was feeling so hectic with 4 kids, for me, what helped me within the last 8 months is allowing myself to deeply rest when all the children are sleeping, resting deeply and treating my body to herbs that support my health and rejuvenation as a mom of 4 who's currently breastfeeding and constantly on the go. Taking herbs like alfalfa is a great herb for your daily nutrients, stinging nettle for iron, and fenugreek for my milk supply, and eye bright for eye brightening and overall health for my eyes, because I'm always spending time editing my blog posts and creating ourlovedhome.com. And looking at the screen for so long can really be straining on the eyes, so I've looked for ways that's natural to help with my eye health. Okay, you guys, so today is photo shoot day, and it's photo shoot day for me to take some pictures for my blog at ourlovedhome.com. So today I'm going to be taking like some pictures for my sidebar, taking pictures for my about me section, and just other parts of my blog where a picture of me is required. I'm really excited. Okay, so we just got back in the car from taking some incredible, hubby took the most incredible pictures of me. I'm so like, oh yeah, thank you. Saving my editing for later. He took like the most incredible pictures of me. I was really feeling like I wasn't gonna do super well because I haven't taken like any professional pictures in like years. It's been like years since we've had a photo shoot. Because before he would normally, you know, take pictures of me for social media and stuff like that, but for years now we just haven't done that. So I was kind of like, you know, feeling like a person riding a bike after like years, you know. But after a while, you know, I really feel like I got some really great shots, and his direction was perfect. The way you like set up the 2 phones so I could see myself was great. So I'm really happy with it. I can't wait for you guys to see the pictures on the blog. So I'm still setting it all up, and hopefully by Thanksgiving and Christmas the blog will be complete. But right now we're just like adding the finishing touches, which is like pictures. I'm putting up different seasonal posts, so definitely stay tuned for that. Hey everybody, it's Parvati here from ourlovedhome.com, and we're back. I am back after 8 months taking a break from YouTube. Within that 8 months time, I had a newborn baby, went to college for the first time, and also just been learning how to navigate prices since the beginning of the year, since prices have rose for groceries. I'm making from scratch now because of how expensive things have gotten. So today I'm going to be sharing with you some very inexpensive breakfast and lunch and dinner that I'm going to be making for my family today, my family of 6. And they're really simple. They're Caribbean inspired from foods that I ate growing up as a kid. From breakfast to lunch to dinner, I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really easy, quick, delicious Caribbean recipes. These meals help us save money, and also they're very clean and nutritious meals as well that keep my family nourished and healthy. A lot of the recipes are from my childhood that my mom would make for me, just with a twist. I may have made it a little bit better or taken some things away. Like for example, the oatmeal that I'm making today, it's inspired by how it was made for me when I was a kid growing up. But in my opinion, it tastes better. You know, it tastes a bit better. So come along with me as I share with you guys what healthy, fun, Caribbean inspired meals I'm making for my family today. I'll let you put the cinnamon in, okay?
Bake it. Mom, till you bake it. Happy cupcake.
Okay, stop now.
Poppy, Poppy.
Put some cinnamon in here, some cinnamon bark and some aniseed.
Yeah.
Stop.
Normally, growing up, we'd always use cane sugar in our oatmeal, but just trying to eat less cane sugar to reduce inflammation and reduce cavities. So instead of that, I'm going to be using some agave, some raw agave in their oatmeal. Oh, y'all want some chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay. This is some no sugar added dark chocolate that I got from Trader Joe's when we went there. That should be enough. I think she got some peanut butter. They requested that I put some of these chocolates in there from Trader Joe's. And they're sugar free and they're really, really delicious. Super healthy. They can feel like they're having a good time with some chocolate. Okay, so my daughter wanted me to baby wrap her. She's not as heavy as I thought she was gonna be, okay? So right now I'm about to start baking some cookies for the children. I'm gonna make some sourdough, peanut butter, brown butter cookies. Try saying that 5 times in a row really fast. So you'll know your brown butter is ready when it is foaming at the top uncontrollably and rising out of the pan. And by that time, your butter should have turned a deep brown color. And you'll see the milk solids at the bottom that are very much so brown and looking like grains. It's like a grainier look that it has.
Yeah.
And those are the deep nutty flavors that we're looking for with our brown butter. So I'm gonna let mine go ahead and cook up for a longer period, and then I will take it off and put it in my bowl and wait for it to cool off completely to start making the peanut butter sourdough discard cookies. And this recipe is not Caribbean, but everything in my kitchen isn't Caribbean because, of course, I grew up in America as a second generation immigrant. So a lot of the recipes, so some of the recipes that I make are definitely American or American inspired. I actually really don't know if peanut butter cookies are American or if they're of some other um, country origin. If you know, let me know below. I'm not sure. Some cookies are not of American origin, but I feel like these are. So this is what I was talking about, where you'll see the butter start to rise up out of the pan, and immediately then is where I take my butter off of the heat. are the nutty flavors. Those are the nutty flavors that you want in your brown butter. So right now what I'm going to do is wait for this to cool off, and then I'll be back to make my cookies. Okay, so now that the brown butter is nice and cooled off, I'm going to pull it out and begin adding wet ingredients. So I'm going to add an egg. Take the shell out. Now, normally whenever I'm working with a sourdough cookie, I find it really important to not make the dough super liquidy. So by doing that, I take out the egg white from one of the yolks and do one full egg and then one egg yolk. And I usually like to use quite a bit of vanilla extract. I use about 1 whole tablespoon for pretty much every cookie recipe. So right now I'm just giving it a nice mix to make sure just a few of the wet ingredients are mixed in nicely before I go in to add the rest of the wet ingredients. So the next set of wet ingredients to go in here is the sourdough starter. And this sourdough starter is, God, it's such a journey to talk about the sourdough starter. I had dried out this sourdough starter 2 years ago. Just around the time that I had my daughter, and I just wasn't ready to basically begin eating more and more gluten and wheat. I wanted to give myself a break from eating gluten, and I didn't want my sourdough starter to go bad, and I didn't want to have the responsibility of taking care of it, to be completely honest. So I dried it out and I put it in my cupboard, and for the last month and a half I've been feeding my starter, discarding, and just waking it back up, trying to get a good rise in it to where I can make bread again. So far, I've made 2 loaves of bread with it, and the first loaf really sucked. It really didn't rise at all, and it was pretty gummy and just awful. Mainly for 2 reasons. I think my sourdough starter wasn't ready to create bread yet, and also I just kind of forgot the steps of making sourdough bread because it was late in the night and I was just kind of tired. But my second loaf was way better. I made a rye bread loaf and it tasted amazing. Now I'm going to take some of this peanut butter that I have here, try and mix it up. It doesn't have any preservatives or anything like that, like Jif. So when I try to just scoop it out of the container, it doesn't exactly go right. This peanut butter has a lot of oil in it, so I'm a bit concerned on how that's going to work with all the butter that's already in this recipe. So wish me luck on that. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so now I'm gonna continue to mix up all of my dry ingredients, and I don't think, I mean my wet ingredients. I don't think I'm missing anything. Got peanut butter, we got the sourdough, oil, vanilla extract. I think I pretty much have everything I'm supposed to have in here. And making a recipe like this from scratch really saves me a lot of money because convenience craves hit this family just like any other family. Putting together snacks like this or treats like this at my house versus buying them from the store just saves us so much money in the long run. So what I'm going to do is now bring out my other bowl to put my dry ingredients in, or I probably won't even bring out a bowl. I'll probably just get a plate. I don't want to have to dirty up another big bowl. So I'm just gonna put all the ingredients in here in a plate and probably just like mix it up together. So doing the flour here, balling it, but I will give you the exact measurements on the blog post. So I'm just add this together. Now, since I am making this for my family, yes, I am using my hands, and yes, my hands are clean and hot. I'm just gonna mix this up together, and then I'm gonna add it to my dough. I can't see anything that you're doing. We're gonna do a test cookie because I'm just not sure exactly how this is gonna spread with such a large spoon. So I just want to test it to see exactly what the spread is gonna be like before I make a bunch of them. Before I make a bunch of them in this size. So to get that traditional peanut butter cookie shape, I'm going to use a fork to make that little shape that we all know and love. So I'm gonna see how this one does. Or honey, Lily, open up the door for Giannis. So these are the finished cookies here. These are the sourdough discard brown butter cookies. They are absolutely so tender and delicious. These ones are still hot. I tasted the test cookie They were absolutely perfect. I still have a little bit of dough left over right here, so I have to finish making these. And I rushed to put these ones in the oven, and I forgot to do the little design on them, but they're still going to taste fabulous anyway. So I'm about to give these to the boys and my daughter with some milk, and that should hold them over until dinner. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm making for dinner. So I tasted one of the cookies and they taste absolutely delicious. They are really, really good. I feel like they should have had just a hint more sugar in them or sweetness, but maybe it's just like my palate. Although it's a really, really good cookie that isn't super sweet. The sourdough discard gives it a nice little tang flavor, but you can still taste those nice hints of peanut butter in them. So by the time I upload this video, the recipe may be up on my blog. I'm gonna do my best to put it up there by the time this video goes out, but it tastes so good. Um, so right now I'm gonna go take care of some mommy duties and then I'll be back with dinner.
So what? And then don't.
So, because I've been so tired of cooking dinner every night from scratch, I decided to batch cook some of our Caribbean favorites and staples for the next 3 days. And I made this food yesterday. So, I made some rice and peas that you see there. I made it with coconut milk and kidney beans and a lot of other herbs and spices. And this is my favorite curry chicken. I did it in the Jamaican style. We have so many different types of curry chicken in the West Indies, but my favorite is the Jamaican curry chicken. So that's the one that I went ahead and made, and it's so good and collagen rich of just all the good chicken fats and herbs and spices that's in there. And then I went ahead and made this um, Trinidadian vegetarian side that I got the recipe from, I believe it's Rita's Trini Kitchen. And I had to make a lot of changes to the recipe because I did not have any callaloo. I didn't have any pumpkin, so I used sweet potato instead of pumpkin. I used collard greens instead of callaloo, but it still came out really delicious. And this is my day old chana, and if you know, you know that chana or anything curry just tastes better when it is had that time to sit in the fridge. Thank you guys so much for spending this time with my family today. Check out my other videos that I have coming up. I'll be restocking my pantry very soon and going shopping at Costco. Once again, thank you so much for spending time in our loved home.